how can I determine the ROI for my social media campaign? The question about the return on investment in social media is a really popular question. And this is how I would answer that question. You know, it's really important that the social media campaign that you want to track has been created from the beginning and it's targeted to a very specific audience. All right? I know I've talked about that in other videos, but that your social media campaign is created for a targeted audience. You've defined who this group is that you want to contact, and you know who they are, you know where they spend time online, you have a general idea about their interests and what they like. Okay? And the second thing is that your social media campaign, that it has specific goals and objectives. There's something very specific that you want this targeted group of people to do, like opt into your list, or however you want them to enter into your sales funnel, okay? That's something very specific, and you can track that kind of information, all right? So tracking the return on investment for your social media campaign, it requires that you have a system built for tracking your social media campaign and also tracking your web analytics before the social media campaign begins, okay? So there's two parts in tracking and determining your ROI. The first part is tracking what happens inside social media, okay? And and that would be what happens in social media that creates the outbound links to your website, okay? So from your website analytics, this would be tracking the inbound links and where they come from, okay? Let's talk about the posts and the information that you're creating on sites like Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn that would potentially generate targeted traffic to your website, all right? Every time that you post information on these websites, it's definitely possible to track each URL that you post if you've planned for this from the very beginning, okay? You probably already know that every post that you create on Facebook, you can go into the impressions on your fan page and you can see how many times that post has been viewed, how many impressions there are, okay? If you use something like Hootsuite, and depending on the type of link that you've embedded, you can even tell how many times someone has clicked on the link that's in the post, okay? You can also look, you know, using Hootsuite, you can also get the same kind of information and even better information about Twitter. You know, within Hootsuite, it will give you even more specific information about your targeted demographic group. It'll show you which links and which clicks are the most popular, okay? Which ones have been retweeted, okay? This is all very valuable information, so it can help you track the information, what goes on inside of social media. You know, there's even more software that you can use just besides, you know, what I've told you, Hootsuite and Facebook and Twitter. There's even other software that you can use that can track these links and give you even more information in depth. But this gives you an idea exactly what you're talking about. So you track your links and the information that you post to social networks inside of the social media. Okay. Now ultimately this information is going to go from the social media sites to your website or to your landing page or however you've created your sales funnel. Okay. Ideally, it's coming to your website or something that, you know, a WordPress site or something that you can track the analytics, okay? At this point, you can see where the link has come from and that the link has come from your social media site, Facebook, or, you know, Twitter, or whatever, and you can trace that URL back and see to which post it came from, and then you can see how that lead entered into your funnel, date, time, you know, all kinds of information. All right, and then at that point, then you're tracking this information then on your website and through your automated follow-up and response system to follow that lead all the way down until it becomes a sale. And then, of course, at that point, now you have the data with exactly what post it started with, how long it took, you know, how many leads it took to generate a sale, and you have ROI. And what's even so fascinating, you know, to me about all of this, and you can tell I'm really excited about all of this, is that you can put a dollar value on that. You can say this lead cost $32 or whatever the lead cost. If you're the kind of person that wants to know, okay folks, how much did those 50 leads cost that generated 10 sales? You can figure this out. And then you can also take this and then you can compare this, okay, with traditional advertising. All right, so the ads that you're running now, if you're running Facebook ads, if you're running Yellow Page ads, if you're doing AdWords, if you're doing banner ads, the same kind of thing. And now you can start comparing for how you're spending your money with social network versus traditional or other types of online advertising. And I think that if you do this, if you create a campaign and you trace all of your clicks all the way down to the very end, I think that you're going to be amazed at how effective this is and how much information that you can get in the process. And what's really powerful about all the information that you get is that it's real time as it's happening. And if you want to make tweaks and you want to change things every day, hour by hour, if you're that kind of a person, you can drill down to this information and you can keep tweaking this until your ROI, okay, and the cost per lead keeps going down and down, and it just gets better and better until you're getting more and more leads, because you're going to know exactly what you need to do now and what it's going to cost to generate more leads. All right, listen, this is a huge topic. I hope that this video has given you some ideas. If you want to post some comments here or you have any questions, let me know. Send me an email. I'll do my very best to answer any questions that you might have and to respond to you as quickly as possible. Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you found this information useful and you'd like to receive 20 free videos of the top questions that people ask about marketing with social media, just go to the web address that you see right here on the screen. free-social-media-videos.com